This is Anne Ahokangas, and welcome to today's meditation, Finding Peace in This Moment. Lao Tzu is known to have said, "If there is peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If there is peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If there is peace in the cities, there must be peace between neighbors. If there is peace between neighbors, there must be peace in the home. If there is peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart." All that you are begins with your thoughts. And with those thoughts, you create your world. You have the opportunity in each moment to hold happiness or resentment, love or hate, joy or sorrow, peace or conflict. Take a deep breath now and feel your heart fill with peace. And as you exhale, see it flow back into the world. Let's do that one more time. Long, slow, deep breath in. And feel yourself fill with peace. And let it go. Close your eyes. Sit comfortably and surrender to this holy, sacred moment. Maya Angelou wrote, "In our joy, we think we hear a whisper. At first it is too soft, then only half heard. We listen carefully as it gathers strength. We hear a sweetness. The word is peace. It is louder now, louder than the explosion of bombs. We tremble at the sound. We are thrilled by its presence. It is what we have hungered for. Not just the absence of war, but true peace. A harmony of spirit, a comfort of courtesies, security for our beloveds and their beloveds. We, angels and mortals, believers and non-believers, look heavenward and speak the word aloud. Peace. We look at our world and speak the word aloud. Peace. We look at each other and then into ourselves, and we say without shyness or apology or hesitation, "Peace, my brother. Peace, my sister. Peace, my soul." So breathe in peace right now. And exhale it back out. Let's do that one more time. Long, slow, deep breath. In with peace and gently release it. In this moment, where can you bring more peace into your life? Into your heart. Into your thoughts, into your words, into your actions. Is there one kindness that you can extend to someone in your life right now that might ease the way for peace? Is there a forgiving that you can effortlessly flow to another person that would allow greater peace between you? Is there someone you are feeling greater than in this moment that you could wish namaste to, acknowledging that the light in you and the light in them is the same light, the light of love, the light of compassion, the light of peace. Is there a conversation left unspoken? Is there a thank you that can flow from your lips? Is there a relationship that carries unnecessary turbulence that you can surrender to? In each moment, you have the opportunity to ask yourself, do I want peace or do I want to be right? In Sanskrit, the word for peace is shanti. 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 Let's use the mantra Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. And let's silently repeat that mantra, peacefully, innocently, effortlessly, over and over. And when you notice you've drifted away, and you will, to thoughts or sounds or physical sensations, take a deep breath in, feel the peace, and come back to the mantra, Om Shanti Om. I'll watch the time, and when you hear me ring the chime, sit gently with your eyes closed. So let's begin. Om Shanti Om. Sit gently with your eyes closed and let the stillness and silence settle in. And now take a long, slow, deep breath. And gently let it go. Let's do that one more time. Long, deep breath in, and then release it. And let's anchor this peace meditation by chanting the hymn of the universe, Om, declaring our oneness, our time together. Take a long, deep breath in. Om. And when it feels comfortable, slowly open your eyes. You have shared this peace in consciousness with tens of thousands around the world, just by being the peace. Relax and feel the stillness. Feel it flowing into each thought, each word, each action. And as you move throughout the day, ask yourself, in this moment, do I truly want peace? Or do I want to be right? And you will choose more consciously from this harmonious place in the universe. This is Anne Ahokangas, wishing you a beautiful day of peace. Om Shanti Om. And so it is.
Good morning, everybody. Morning to you in the sanctuary, and morning to everyone who is watching online today. We welcome your presence, and we hope that you enjoy our service. My name is Marcia Daly, and I will be your hostess for today. So, we will begin with the 12 Gifts of Truth by Reverend Anne Ahokangas.
Sung by Amelia.
And sung by Amelia. Oh.
Sung by
She's the songwriter, and Emilio Zaris is the singer.
And we're going to sing it to the tune of the 12 Days of Christmas. Yes, that's it. Sing along. So the first gift of truth that Spirit gave to me is the awareness of only one. The second gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The third gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The fourth gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The fifth gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The sixth gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The seventh gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, I can talk to God, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The eighth gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, Spirit says yes, I can talk to God, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The ninth gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, healing through right thinking, Spirit says yes, I can talk to God, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The 10th gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, life is a blessing, healing through right thinking, God says yes, I can talk to God, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The 11th gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, all of love is spirit, life is a blessing, healing through right thinking, God says yes, I can talk to God, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one. The 12th gift of truth that Spirit gave to me, I always have my choice, all of us love spirit, life is a blessing, healing through right thinking, God says yes, I can talk to God, God is indwelling, my thoughts create. I am in heaven, I am eternal, I am in this one with the awareness of only one.
There's nothing like a crescendo at the end, eh? That feels good. And now to lead our service and lead us on our spiritual journey today, Reverend Anne Ahokangas.
Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're looking pretty good, most of us that were here yesterday, because it was really a busy day yesterday. So welcome, and I'm so glad to be here feeling refreshed. If you're here for the first time, we welcome you and we honor that you're here. And we have a gift for you. So please just see one of our board members if you want to hold up your hands for those that are new. And if you're online and you're here for the first time, put your contact information in the comment section below this video and we will get something to you. So we had 100 children scheduled for Photos with Santa yesterday, and a number of individuals that were here helping and volunteering. It was such high energy, and it was so beautiful, from a 3-week-old tiny little baby to a 15-year-old boy and everything in between, and their families. Some families with 5 children, some with just 1. It was just beautiful, and every one of them had a great time. So that's what I want to share with you. That was just great. So join with me in consciousness for this opening prayer, opening intention. Close your eyes if that's comfortable, just to shut out everything that's going on around you. And just bring your focus to your heart center, knowing that you are doing one of the most amazing acts that you could do, and that is connecting with the spirit within. So let's just take 30 seconds of silence and connect with that heart center. And it is from this place that I recognize and remember that there is only one power, one presence, one absolute divine essence, and it is everything seen and unseen. And it is being me right here, right now. And I know that I create my life through my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So today, I choose good ones. I choose ones that are empowering and positive and affirming. For I know they have power beyond what I can see. Oh, and it feels so good to know that I have that control in my life, that control of choice and how I see the world. So with a heart filled with gratitude, I am one with the one. I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is.
Please sing this with me. How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How can anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How can anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How can anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How can anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How can anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How can anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How can anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How can anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How can anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How can anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How can anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How can anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How can anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
And the word for today is peace. I radiate peace, blessing everyone. This second Sunday of Advent focuses on peace. Everyone is divine at their core. I contemplate this truth as I consider a world full of people and my relationship with them. The same divinity inherent in Jesus is inherent in everyone. Peace is one of the principles making up my divinity. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you." John chapter 14, verse 27. Like Jesus, I lavishly share peace with everyone. Like Jesus, I confidently say, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you." I move and have my being as I live from the divine ideas of light, love, and peace. Prayer and meditation expand my awareness of them. From this Christ-centered awareness, I know my divinity and radiate peace. I'm doing my part to uplift the consciousness of the entire planet. I radiate peace, blessing everyone. So today, being the first Sunday in December, it is an honor to celebrate these wonderful sacred servers. And as I call your name, would you step forward? There is a little gift for you. Laura.
Thank you.
You feel free to applaud. Samara, Jean.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Ilga. Joan. I have no idea who this last person is. I have a feeling it's me. Ooh. So for those of you at home, it's, I'm going to say it's a necklace with a pendant, and I think they say different things. Mine says, "Never, never give up." Thank you.
sing this together as well. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
No matter how many times I hear that song, it just touches my heart. So the month of December, here we are. And we're looking at the journey of becoming. And this week, surrender is action. I don't know about you, but I have these funny experiences. When I'm focused on something, it seems like my life is surrounded by that. Isn't that what we teach here at Unity too? What you focus on grows? So in talking about surrender in action, I'm going to ask you a question rather than tell you what happened. You can talk to me privately later if you want. But have you ever done everything that you possibly can, and you're doing the best that you can, and still everything blows up, or something happens? And you go, oh, despite your best efforts, and I can see you nodding out there, yeah. Well, it was one of those weeks as well, and I had to remember to surrender to the knowing that my good is unfolding, that this too is God. This too is good. So think about what it is that you perhaps had in your mind at this moment. And let's just say together, this too is God. This too is good. And if it doesn't appear to be good, it's because it's not totally finished yet. It's still unfolding. And so I invite you as you move through this holiday season, when stuff happens, to recognize that it is your good unfolding in some way. You may not ever even know what that is, but to be in the consciousness, in the attitude of, this too is good, this too is God. So I'd like to look at our inner candle flame. I'd like to look at no limits and that lovely word, change. So your inner candle flame, I think it's such a wonderful metaphor for the idea that we have spirit within. And what I'd really like you to think about is this idea that no matter what happens, there is a part of you that can never be touched by outside experiences. In spite of what's going on, spirit is right where you are. There is this ability to emerge from, let's say, even the destruction of ashes to something new. And I'm sure if you look back at some of the things, perhaps way back, you may have to because some things are still kind of sensitive, but that you did recover and almost in a stronger, more vital way, or perhaps in a new way that serves you better. It really is individual. So no one can blow out your inner flame. And you know how often many of us give our power away to either a situation or another person. And that's kind of like thinking that the inner you, the power that you are, can be blown out by someone, but it can't. Anything that you hate or are annoyed by or are angry about is really your own hatred, your own annoyance, and your anger anger. And that the whole idea is that anything that you see out there, if you're triggered by it, you're triggered by it because somewhere in you is calling to be looked at in a different way, perhaps loved, perhaps just honored, perhaps just noticed, and say, you know what, this does not reflect the inner flame of who I am. And know that those feelings, whether they're good or bad, hatred, anger, any of those, you own them. They're not anyone else's. Your reaction to situations and people are very personal to you. And if you're spending a lot of your time in that hatred, judgmental, angry place, then I invite you to consider, what can you do to perhaps let that go? Our holiday season here is many opportunities to release. And we have the 12-hour candle lighting service, which is an opportunity to focus on something that perhaps we weren't focused on. And the burning bowl ceremony, of course, is letting go of that which no longer serves us, and also letting into spirit, which is everywhere, that which we wish to experience instead. So I hope you join us for the whole month. When you blame someone else for being annoying in your life, you're really saying, if only they were more like me, then I wouldn't be so annoyed. Isn't it true? Or like, if only they would just have asked me first, you know? Because that's sort of the same thing. And it is a time of year where it can be pretty easy, if you're out shopping, for instance, or you're in heavy traffic, to get annoyed with people. Why not just look at it as an opportunity to just connect again? And say, okay, so what am I so stressed about? What's this extra 30 seconds going to do for me? Or what is this annoyance going to do for me? How is it going to reside in my body? On the path of enlightenment, so this is something to consider, when you notice people behaving in ways you used to call annoying, you're now going to view it as their problem, not yours, because you're not taking it on. You're not taking it on like a bag of boulders that you have to carry with you. You can just say, you know what, bless you for having that experience, for having that opinion, for being that way. I choose not to wear it. Thank you very much. And that you just don't own it any longer. And how many can say you're pretty close to being there most of the time? Some shaking their heads, no way. And I know that's the lovely thing about this spiritual journey, is that we get opportunities to remember where our buttons are, right? So you learn to tell yourself, they are who they are, and they're behaving in the only way that they know how to behave right now. And there was a wonderful saying once that was, I forgive you for the ignorant way that you've behaved towards me. And ignorant meaning they didn't know any better. They behaved that way somehow thinking they were going to feel better, they were going to heal something they had going on, or they just had no idea the impact of what they did or said had on you. Because if they really did, they wouldn't have done it. And if you can see every situation that seems a little irky with that light, I think it makes it a little easier to get through. I know that many of us are gathering for the first time with family for Christmas again over the last couple of years. And family really know where our buttons are, don't they? Especially if you have to travel a great distance and stay there for several days. And there's lots of laughter here, I see that. And so I encourage you to know that your candle flame can never be blown out, no matter how they might be. So it has nothing to do with whether or not you have problems, because we all have problems. It has to do with your attitude towards the problems. And so now you will respond to everyone with what you are when you remember your own flame. And what you are is truly love, kindness, acceptance, and any other attribute that you might give to Spirit. Love is my favorite one. Because love doesn't mean that I condone the behavior, but I can love the person. So imagine a lit candle, and imagine walking outside with it. The wind would blow out the flame pretty quickly, wouldn't it? But your own flame can never be blown out. There are all kinds of outside forces that make you feel as if your inner candle is getting blown out all the time. But that's not the truth. And I hope that as you get correspondence from us, as you come here on a Sunday or you watch us on YouTube, that you remember that you have a supportive community that believes in you and knows the truth about who you are. It's not possible for your inner flame to be blown out. It isn't. You have no limits, actually, as a spiritual being. As a physical being, sure, we have limits. But there are three kinds of people in the world. The first one goes through life full of pain and stress and tension. And we all know those people. And boy, wouldn't it be nice to give all kinds of recommendations on what to do? And if you have you noticed that they don't hear any of it? But. Or, but I have something else I want to tell you that's even worse than what I just told you. And then the second kind of person is not full of pain and stress, but they're also not operating at the highest level that they could. And I know that I'm not always, and maybe you can say that too. And that's okay. We're human beings. I mean, ultimately, I want to become the no-limit person. Do you? Where everything is an opportunity rather than a challenge. This is a person who has no limits on their capacities for living and who focuses on making their life the best it can possibly be. And I know from the ones of you that I know, you do that, and you do that really well. You are, and they are, living an awakened life most of the time. Living without limits is possible for all of us, because if any one person can do it, each of us can. Anyone can reach their full potential and live from this enlightened level. I believe that to be true. I know that I've come a long way. Would you say that you have on this journey of life? I mean, sure. Maybe you've just come out of a dark moment and you say, no, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still there. But you have, even if you happen to fall into that little hole occasionally. It's okay. Being depressed, unhappy, nervous, people say that that's normal. And truly, it is self-defeating. I think that our society has taught us that it's okay to be unhappy, to be afraid, to be nervous. We haven't been taught since we were children that life is our unfolding good and to look for the good. I think if I started life thinking that life was always something good around the corner, like the kid with the pile of manure that's digging, saying there must be a pony in here somewhere, you know, if I'd had that opportunity growing up, I think I would have had a lot less stress in my life. I mean, we all have to wait for rides when it's raining. We have to deal with inflation. We have to deal with getting older and everything that comes with it. We have to deal with sicknesses and people disappointing us. But that shouldn't ultimately affect us and who we are, because it truly doesn't unless you let it. The no-limit person has a different attitude towards problems, recognizing the potential for growth in every situation. And boy, was I growing this week, I'll tell you. And doesn't approach the problem as if it should be something different. And I have to tell you, I wished it was something different when it first happened. And then I just let it go. Change. It's funny how the computer does that to me every now and then. Again, I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering. So here's some questions to guide you if you choose to have a no-limit life. If you suddenly discovered that you had 6 months to live, how would you change your life? And you know, it's interesting, I thought about this as I posed the question for this talk. And I have to say that pretty much everything I'm doing, I wouldn't have any regrets if I only had 6 months to live. I'm pretty happy with my life. I'm connecting with the people I want to connect with. I've forgiven the people that I need to forgive. And whether they acknowledged me or not, I would hope that you can say that too. And if not, maybe there's one thing that you can work on. Because really, every one of us doesn't know how long we have on this planet. Could be gone tomorrow. And I'd much rather be happy right now, wouldn't you? So even if you have several decades, your time here is short. So what do you want to do with it? Do you want to make a difference in the world or just in your personal life? And either one is okay. You don't have to have lofty ideas of feeding all the hungry on the other side of the world. It could be something in your personal life. Or do you want to go out and just help other people in some way? We sure did that in a big way yesterday. You know, think about the impact that all of those children had from the generosity of this community alone. And we will never know the impact that that had in their lives, but I'm sure that it did. Or do you want to end some real problems that we have on this planet? And maybe it's saving water, so maybe it's turning the tap off or taking a shorter shower. Could be your way of making a difference. Your answers are actually very telling. Take the risk to do whatever you want to do. Just go for it. What are you waiting for? And if you're afraid, be afraid and just do it anyway. Because you know what? As soon as you decide to move in a particular direction and you're open to all of the good possibilities, it's amazing. Things that never would have showed up while you're still closed off start to show up. So what would you do if there was no such thing as money? This is another question for being a no-limit person. If what all you did was bartered and traded with people, kindness, baked goods, sewing, helping, carrying, loving, hugging, if there was no such thing as money. If you're doing something you don't like for a paycheck, for instance, what would you rather be doing? Because what do you like to do more than anything else? That's the thing to ask. Because there are more than 7 billion people on this planet. So there's going to be a demand for whatever it is that you have to offer. Whether you're retired or whether you're working. Anything is possible. And it has to begin with you deciding that's the direction you're choosing to go in and believing that the doors are going to fly open for you, because they do. Know that whatever you're interested in doing, you can also earn a living at it. I watch these people on YouTube. I watch all these cooking shows, and some of them are making millions of dollars cooking in their kitchen, showing you how to measure out flour and mixing eggs in and things. And they're making millions of dollars doing a thing that they love to do. Who knew? And it was because they chose to do it, chose to share it, and they're reaping the benefits. I'm not saying that necessarily tomorrow you're going to be a YouTube star. You might be, but there may be something else that you just are being called to do that you haven't been giving the time and the energy to. So think about that. So here's my final question. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? Someone said they're stuck at 12. Randy says 2. I remember meeting a woman. I was in the beauty business for many years, and she was in her 80s, and she had just had a stroke, so she wasn't able to walk and talk very easily. And she said to me, "Anne, I am that 30-something-year-old woman trapped in this body that just does not respond anymore." And so her idea of her age was 30, and her attitude was the same. It's just the body had to be dragged along a little bit. You know, so would you be an old person? Would you be middle-aged? Would you be young? Now go ahead and forget how old you are, because the aging process is a direct result of attitude and what you believe about your life. And they truly say, Deepak Chopra actually has an audio series you can listen to on YouTube called Magical Body. And it's wonderful for some of the examples of what you think about causes your actual physiology to reverse in aging. And so we can do it, and it all comes with our attitude and our thinking. So you can live as long as you choose to, and you can live as fully as you choose to. So what choice will you make? And you don't have to answer me, but it's a good question at this time of Advent. So no matter who you are, you can be in charge of your life, because you have access to the greatest power on earth, and that is the power of the universe, the power of God, whatever you choose to call it. You can always trust your instincts if you have come accustomed, and I say an if you've become accustomed to noticing that you're having a prompt, an instinct to do something. You can be childlike, you can be creative, you can do anything that makes sense to you. Shine your light and live the life of your dreams. Do it today. Start today, even if it's just to make a plan. We've got pads on the back of the chairs and pens. Take a little notepad out and write out what your dream is. And say, universe, show me how. Lead the way. Open the door. I'm ready. Can you say that? I'm ready. Okay. So we looked at surrendering is action. And if you've had to surrender lately, it is an action that sometimes has a lot of resistance to it, a bit like doing exercise for me. And that you have an inner light, an inner candle flame, and no one can blow it out. And you can and are a no-limit person. And you can live that way because it's your attitude that causes that. And know that change is constant. Go with the flow and say, this too is good, because this too is God. So say this with me, if that's comfortable. I surrender to my highest good. All is well in my world. And let's anchor this with a great song called In the Name of Love.
In the name of love, with a heart of grace, overflowing us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love. In the name of love, the name of love, may we always be seeking out the best till we all are free, living in a world we've been dreaming of, where we stand as one in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one in the name of love. May we always be seeking out the best in the name of love, in the name of love. Living in a world we've been dreaming of, in the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love.
Wow. There's need for that friend. Are you having a good time today? Isn't it amazing what we're learning? We are so blessed. Thank you, Reverend Ann, for bringing us your wisdom. So I got stuck slightly when you said, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? I was just stuck at 6. And then you said, forget how old you are. I'm like, oh, I'm back to where I am right now. However, my takeaway for today is, whenever someone is annoying you, know they're behaving in the only way they know how. And as we know, we can rise above that. So let's take a moment to breathe in the abundance of the message, the music, and the meditation. And now, in the spirit of giving and receiving, we offer you this opportunity to bring forth that which you would like to share. There are envelopes at the back of the chairs if you would like to bring your offering that way, or you may do so online by e-transfer. But we thank you for opening your hearts to the work that we do here in this community. And while we give, we'll have a few moments of silence. And so let us give thanks for the gifts that we have received. As you say together with me, divine love that I am, blesses all I give and all I receive.
Please sing this with me. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. Sing it again. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the hands, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. One last time, let's repeat. I am. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
Remember, we are here to pray with you. Whether it's a prayer of celebration, gratitude, support, whatever is on your mind, there are no limits, right? No
Right on.
limits. We will hold that prayer in our hearts for you. And as always, for those online, you can drop your request at the bottom of this video. And for those here in the sanctuary, there are prayer requests at the back of your chairs you can write on. And so I invite Reverend Ann to lead us in our closing prayer of protection.
So join with me. This was by James Dillett Freeman. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. The mind of God guides you. I am the mind. The life of God flows through you. I am the life. The laws of God direct you. I am directed. The peace of God abides within you. I am the peace. The joy of God uplifts you. I am the joy. The strength of God renews you. I am the strength. The beauty of God inspires you. I am the beauty. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Amen. And let's sing together, Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week, and next week is our special angel service to remember those that either are living far away and we don't get to be close to them, or those who have gone over the Rainbow Bridge. And it's our opportunity to remember them. So I'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Rainbow Bridge to the U.S.